In this video, I'm going to be telling you about how budgeting in Southeast Asia is a fantastic plan, but there's a difference between existing out here in Asia and really living. Stay tuned. Okay, so what do I mean by existing out here in Southeast Asia and actually living out here in Southeast Asia? Well, there is a difference. Now, a lot of YouTubers, including myself, have come out with budget videos, and I've listed all my expenses, how much I spend on visa costs, how much I spend on rent, electric, internet, insurance, trips, things like that. And there will be a link up here if you want to see that video. To that, you can see exactly how much you typically spend on all those items. Now, there is a difference in existing and living out here. And I think a mistake that a lot of expats do make when they come out here is they budget enough and they figure, okay, I have $1,200 from Social Security based on all my expenses, my rent, my electric, internet, health insurance, whatever. Yeah, I can live out here on $1,100 a month. Fantastic. But what you don't realize, and a lot of people just don't account for emergencies or new hobbies, or maybe getting a girlfriend and extra expenses with that, traveling, eating out for two. Electric's going to be bigger. Maybe you start to date a single mom. Now you're responsible for her, and you got a small child that you're also now helping out. So, a lot of people just do not account for those things. So they account for themselves, they account for their bills each month, and that's basically it. They don't account for anything else. And I would say, whatever budget you have in mind, and again, you do want to make a test run out in Southeast Asia. Doesn't matter that it doesn't have to be the Philippines. It could be Thailand or wherever. Take a test run out here and actually live out here. Live out here for a couple of months, 3 months, and just test things out. Make sure you really like it. See how your budget holds up, and see, how expensive is dating? Are you a single guy? Are you going to be dating a lot? Dating is an extra expense. You just want to go out to a restaurant with her, or do you want to take her on small little trips like island hopping, scuba diving? All of these things are extra, and just a lot of people, again, they just don't really think things through. They get out here and they've got enough for their living costs, and that's why I say, if that's what you have, and you're merely existing, right? You're paying your bills, really no different than a lot of people out in the West, right? In the US and other countries. You exist, but you're not really living, right? You're not living a great, fantastic life. It's like work, eat, home, sleep, that type of life. And that can happen out here in Southeast Asia too. So again, if you come out here and you do 3 months and you budget for, let's say, I don't know, $1,200 a month, and that's honestly, you really need to be thinking then, okay, I need to live at about 600 because I really should have extra so I can really live. Now if you have a budget, or you have a monthly income of 2,500, then really you should be trying to budget where you're spending about half of that. That way you can not just exist, but you can really live. You can date, you can go scuba diving, you can take a little island hopping, and things like that. Again, you don't want to shoot for just existing. And again, a lot of you guys will say, and a lot of you guys will leave a comment, and that's fantastic. Leave me a comment, tell me what you think. I'm always love to hear people's opinions and comments. I'm not the expert on anything, really. I'm just giving you my opinion and my experience in my short 4 years out here. But a lot of people strictly budget for that. I got $1,200 a month. They come out here and their bills are sitting at $1,100. There's not a whole lot of wiggle room. And what I'm saying is, you really need to leave yourself some wiggle room. Not only that, you really need to have yourself a really good savings, because the way insurance works, and by the way, moving forward in 2021, likely now, and a lot of countries are already saying this, like Thailand, You're going to have health insurance to get into the countries now. Post pandemic COVID, you're going to have health insurance. I do have links down below, and a lot of people are going to have it. It might be a requirement. I can't see into the future and tell you, but there's a lot of countries like Cambodia and Thailand and some other countries that are going to require that. It'll be like a travel insurance. Get yourself a quote down there. Just check it out. See what it'll cost you. It's exactly what I carry. So again, um, give me your thoughts, your opinions. This is not a real long video today. I just wanted to put out, again, shoot for not just existing out here in the Philippines or Southeast Asia, shoot for living out here in the Philippines, enjoying your life. I mean, that's the purpose of a lot of us coming out here. We're coming out here to live. We're not coming out here just to exist. We can just exist back in the US, right? You want to come out here and you want to live. And again, I'm not going to tell you the exact amount you should have in your savings. You can figure it out. I can tell you what I do for myself. Personally, what I have is and this is not counting my 401k or retirement. That stuff I can't touch yet. I'm not retirement age. Or I could, but with a heavy penalty, and that certainly isn't worth it. But what you want to do, for me personally, this is just me, I want to have 6 months of living expenses, and that's not here for Southeast Asia. That's in the US. 6 months of living expenses plus plane ticket to the West. Okay. So that's just what I have personally. I don't think you should have 6 months of living expenses here. It's likely if you get down to 6 months and something's happening and you don't have any way to get some income coming in, you probably better get your butt back to the West. Don't wait till you have a month left of income and then decide, hey, I better go back home. No, you better get back home and figure things out, and then you can come back out. But again, guys, let me know your thoughts, opinions, existing or living, and what kind of money do you think it should take? Again, it just depends where you're going to live, in the province, the city, condo, small apartment, out in some Nipa hut, which I wouldn't do myself, but maybe somebody out there would. So we all have our different ideas of what living and existing is. So questions, comments, guys, love to hear it. Again, if you're looking, this is probably the best time in the world to get on a dating site and look for a great Filipina. There's tons out there. Filipina Cupid is the one I recommend. And yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but they certainly screen much, much better. So, all right, guys, take care. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.